Let's take you now to my colleague Ziyanda Ngcobo, who joins us from the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court. And Ziyanda, you're tracking, and I saw you were speaking to one of your guests there, and I think your guests there today, the people who will be showing up today in support of Ace Magashule, will be those people who were at that night vigil in support of the Secretary-General just last night in Bloemfontein.
Most certainly, Michelle. So we know that there's a group that is coming to support the ANC Secretary-General. And in fact, let me step out of shot because that group is going to be blocked off by this barbed wire that you see here on President Street. All the way to the other end, there's a police nyala. That side, there are police officers stationed here on every corner of the street, securing the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court ahead of Magashule's appearance. And I can tell you, Michelle, that those who are coming out to support the Secretary-General are confident that they will bring out the numbers. But of course, you'll remember, Michelle, that the national office bearers of the ANC had said that Magashule himself does not want ANC members coming outside this court wearing T-shirts in his name because that would divide the organization. But I've got someone here who will talk about this, and that's Carl Niehaus. He is the Mkhonto Wesizwe Military Veteran Association spokesperson. Carl, a very good morning to you. Of course, you may not necessarily be in the NEC, but you're organizing people to come outside here, despite then the top six is saying do not do so.
Good morning. I'm not really organizing. This is a spontaneous development from branches, from regions, from provinces. We have been receiving calls from our branch members who said we have been delegated by our branches to come and show our support, not just for Comrade Ace Magashule, but for the African National Congress.
How do you explain, I have to jump there, how do you explain 10,000 or thousands of people? You've told me there's 10,000 people coming. How do you explain thousands of people all pitching up in their individual capacity? That's definitely defying a national office instruction.
No, we are coming as members of the African National Congress. And therefore we come in our ANC regalia, representing the African National Congress. If you talk to the people who have come over the night from all the various provinces in South Africa, they will tell you one thing. We are here on behalf of our branches and our regions and provinces. We are representing those structures. We are concerned about the unity of the ANC. We are very concerned that a senior member of the African National Congress, in fact, the chief executive officer of the ANC, has been charged. We are worried that this can bring division within the African National Congress. We coming here with a message that we do not want that division, that we want unity in the ANC, but at the same time we come to the message, don't use corruption or any legal charges in a selective way in order to target certain people.
Mr.
Please, can I just finish that? The important thing for us is we want to fight corruption. We want to be part of a process of rooting out corruption in our country. But then corruption must not be used as a selective political tool.
Well, then certainly, then why don't you just allow this process to unfold? Why organize all these, you're denying that you're organizing, but it's not coincidental that there are buses that were stationed outside. There was a night vigil, so it's organized, Mr. Niehaus. Let's be clear about this. But also, we're expecting NEC members such as Tony Yengeni, we're expecting Zwandile Masina, former Northwest Premier Supra Mahumapelo, to be amongst those who are here today. So certainly what you are doing in and of itself could also be considered divisive.
Let me first of all say I don't think you fully understand how we deal in the ANC with organizing. What has happened is that there's been a spontaneous upwelling of people who wanted to come to this court. Obviously, as leaders in the African National Congress and structures, we have a responsibility to manage that process. That is what we are doing. At the same time, we are not delivering any message of divisiveness. And let me emphasize to you, the members of the African National Congress love the ANC. They love wearing the ANC colors. It is not possible to give an instruction and ban ANC members from wearing ANC T-shirts and regalia. That is a kind of instruction which Comrade Owa Tambo years ago called when he said, don't ever give an instruction to the people that is not possible to be implemented. This one, don't wear your ANC regalia, is just not practically possible. So it's not defiance, it's just a reality. We love the ANC, we will show that we are members of the ANC. I love Umkhonto we Sizwe. I've joined Umkhonto we Sizwe 42 years ago when I was 19. I'm proud to stand in this uniform. And I cannot be told I shouldn't associate myself with that rich history of Umkhonto we Sizwe. And that I, as an ANC member, cannot display my loyalty and my allegiance to the ANC.
Well, there you have it, Michelle. That's Carl Niehaus. He's the spokesperson of the MK Veterans Association. Not defiance, simply a reality. Cannot pitch up outside this Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court without wearing ANC regalia. Of course, then we'll have to hear from the top officials of the ANC how they will grapple then with this clear, what I would describe as defiance, quite frankly, Michelle, of that instruction that was issued out a few days ago. And we are expecting a large crowd to come out, but I must also say that those who've been demonstrating against Magashule have indicated to me that they don't plan on coming outside this court. So certainly if anyone claims that they're a part of the grouping that is anti-Magashule outside this court, they're saying that this would be a lie.
Well, Ziyanda, I suppose it's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? Thanks very much to both of our reporters there. Tumali Mohlaudi is live to us there outside the Hawks headquarters in Bloemfontein, and Ziyanda Ngcobo is outside the Magistrate's Court, where we are expecting quite a large showing of support for Ace Magashule as he has his first appearance in court later on this morning. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with all of the details on that story as it continues to unfold this morning.
Absolutely. Almost feels like it's the moment where the clouds begin to gather before, some kind of major development. Again, we'll, of course, continue dipping in and out of Bloemfontein for you, get you those updates throughout the morning.